that I think only I could do. The first thing was that I was here for 4 years. And that is uncommon in Harris, law school, graduate school stuff. 4 years is a very long time. And I was committed to this from before I even got here. Like, I wrote about this in my application essays. So to be able to do this for 4 years it's unique. There's not a lot of people who know exactly what they want to do, come in and do it. In addition to that, I think there's things about me that I had previous practice doing things that other people did not have previous practice with. Number one, I had a lot of musical background and training and a lot of audio training. I had basically over a decade of doing that before I came here. Second, I actually worked in radio on my college radio and at an NPR affiliated station before I came here. And so I had a lot of expertise with technical things, but also with doing the actual work and seeing the processes and understanding how producing works and all that. And the third part of that second thing is I had built student organizations before. I had created a protest club because there was a lot of issues specifically with rape culture at the University of California, Santa Barbara. And we were protesting that, but we were also protesting a number of other issues, at that place, which were really horrible. But also I had created a political science club, and that organization actually still exists today. So that organization has existed since 2014. And so that organization is going on its 6th year. And I'm very, very proud of that. And it's something that I don't talk about a lot, but I kind of watch from afar those people, and I'm very excited every time I hear that they're doing a really cool event. And so having those three things in terms of prior experience, a lot of musical background, a lot of radio background, and then also student organization building previously I don't think anyone else had come to this place with those experiences, wanting to build an organization from the day one. And I think the final thing I'll say, this third macro thing that only I could have brought, is just tenacity. Like, I do not like when people tell me that I cannot do something, and I know in my heart that I can do something. I refuse to believe it, and I will not accept it. And maybe that makes me extremely stubborn, and that is actually very true. I'm an extremely stubborn person, although I've tried to mitigate that over the years, as I've mentioned earlier. But also, like, I will do whatever it takes to get something done. Like, when that means that I need to be a little bit more aggressive, then I do those things. But frankly, I think I've learned how to be so much more cooperative. And that also plays in with tenacity. Like, tenacity does not mean you do it all by yourself. It just means that when you fail, you don't give up, and you try again, and you try again, and you fail again, and then you try again. And I can't tell you how many times I feel so deeply like I failed in podcasting, but I just keep trying again. And now when I'm moving on, and I'm not going to be doing podcasting after this, it's not because I feel like I failed. It's because I feel like I've succeeded, and I'm ready to move on and do the next thing, and to fail at the next thing, and to try again at the next thing, and probably to fail at it and then try again. That's kind of where I'm at.
Thank you, David Raban, for all of your work on the University of Chicago's Public Policy Podcast. Thank you, David Raban, for all of your work on the University of Chicago's Public Policy Podcast. Thank you, David Raban, for all of your work on the University of Chicago's Public Policy Podcast, and is my best friend.
Thank you for having me. And that's a wrap on my final episode with UC3P. Credits go to Olu Ogidan and Sowmya Karun for co-producing and co-interviewing, Bryce Fields for co-interviewing, and me, David Raban, for engineering and editing. I want to give a special thanks to all the podcasters, school administrators, and everyone else who helped us make this happen. Over the past 4 years, hundreds of you have worked to make, shape, and create UC3P. I can't thank you all enough. You've made me a better person, and you've made me a better podcaster. Also, congratulations to Sidhant Wadhera, who will be your next main page production manager. Our assistant production managers are Arjun Motta, Olu Ogidan, Sowmya Karun, and Sidhant Wadhera. Our finance director is Donovan Harvey. Our publisher is Yaning Wong. Communications assistance came from Jordan Mahome. Our intro music is Knockout 2 by Ditubi, and our outro music is Yes Yes Y'all by Matt Large. Our cover art was designed by Shirin Raban. If you want to hear more podcasts, check out our website, UC3P.org. And if you want to contact us, our email is theuc3p@gmail.com. Please remember to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. My name is David Raban, and stay tuned. UC3P, the main page, will be back in the fall to discuss the Supreme Court, the 2020 election, and our democracy. Thank you for listening. Too long?
No, it was like 12 seconds over, but it was good. Nah, there's no over.